Martin here. So if you see ChainAware, so it's actually Martin here. Now let's wait till our co-founder Tarmo is joining, and then we can start with our X-Space. This is actually our 16th X-Space. We're doing it every 2 weeks. We speak about the AI and the Web3. So that's our favorite topic. Yeah, so if you scroll down, for example, the ChainAware, then you will find a lot of talks. I think then previously it was 15 talks every 2 weeks. I think we started like middle of January this year with these talks, and we keep doing it because there are so many interesting things to talk. Yeah. Okay, now Tarmo is joining. Tarmo is my co-founder. Now let me approve him. Request to speak. Now, Tarmo, you should be able to hear me. Tarmo, by the way, you're on mute. Hello. So, okay, guys, let's get started. So here are Martin and Tarmo. Now, me is Martin. So if you see ChainAware, it's actually Martin, and then Tarmo. Okay, on the Twitter handle, Tarmo. Okay, let's get started. It's our 16th X-Space on the topic Web3 and the AI 16th, and we are doing it every 2 weeks now. Let's start with intros so that the listeners know as well, like who we are, what is our background. So, yeah, Tarmo, let's start on your side.
Hello, my name is Tarmo. I'm distinguished architect. I'm ex-chief architect of largest Swiss banking platform. In addition, 11 years as an architect by Credit Suisse. Overall in finance as an architect, some 25 years. I have 1 PhD by Nobel Prize winner, 4 masters. I'm CFA, I'm Kaya. I'm very deeply into finance, very deeply into technology, very deeply into startups and blockchain. Yes, this is about me. Martin, please, about you.
And just to add about this global architecture and architectural, like in Switzerland, there are 251 banks, or plus minus. Maybe they are a little bit more changing, not every day, but every quarter changing. So more than half of them are running the Finova, and Finova is most used banking platform in Switzerland.
Yes,
and it's a universal banking, and Tarmo is the chief architect of this. So that means, from Tarmo's background, he knows not only theoretical finance, but very, very practical finance inside out. Now, my background, so, okay, Tarmo has 1 PhD, I have 0 PhDs. Now, Tarmo has 4 masters, I have as well 4 master degrees. I'm a CFA too. I worked over 10 years for Credit Suisse in Zurich at the same. And then before Credit Suisse, I worked for the biggest independent hedge fund. Okay, it was beside Zurich. And before this, I worked in a startup industry. I launched like 4 highly successful startup, not startups, but products in one startup. And of course, there were maybe less successful ones too. Okay, this is then what we did, let's say, before entering the Web3. And yeah, then we entered the Web3 and we created a smart credit. This was our first Web3 project, and after Web3, smart credit and ChainAware. But Tarmo, could you say a little bit about smart credit just for the intro for the listener?
Smart credit was first of a kind. It was first blockchain, fixed term, fixed income application, fixed interest. It was first, and we created all the fixed term, fixed interest innovation waves. These were like 50 or 60 companies copied us and got overall, I don't know, Martin, we have calculated it, $70 or $80 million in investments, even more. And we started all this wave by Smart Credit IO. It is successful. It is running. It is military security. It is what blockchain needs. It brings in low volatility products, and so helps.
Okay, Tarmo, I need to correct you a little bit. It's not that 50 and 60 projects copied us. Let's say maybe in this fixed income sector, like a fixed term, fixed interest sector, there were like 20, 30 projects. Okay, some are still active, but very many of these projects, let's say 80% of these projects got closed down. And what happened that there were 2 different paradigms, and we followed one paradigm of fixed term, fixed interest. But there are very many VC fundings, they followed another paradigm, and we say it from the beginning, okay, we are CFAs. CFA is all about the risk management, and portfolio management, all other disciplines together. We say this other paradigm will not work, and surprise, surprise, it didn't work. All these 50 to 60 to 70 million investments in the VCs, it was flushed down. 80% of this process closed down. Anyhow, and we are there with our paradigm, it works well. So smart credit, that's one of our babies. And the other one is a ChainAware. Now let me into the ChainAware. ChainAware grew out of the smart credit. Now, in a ChainAware, we are, okay, it's a chain and awareness. So it's about everything that is happening on the chain. And technically, we are analyzing the blockchain, because the blockchain is like a matrix. You see all this data, but we are analyzing it. We are analyzing this with our AI algorithms. We are predicting what is happening next, and these predictions are then used for the ad technology. Okay, we will speak about the ad technology pretty much then today, about the ad tech. These predictions are for the fraud detection. So we predict fraud happening before the fraud happens. These predictions are for the rug pull, predictive rug pull detection. So meaning we predict when the rug pulls are happening in the future, not in the past. So we are not like a forensic system, like analyzing what happened in the blockchain. It's opposite. We are the predictive system. We are saying what will happen, what the users, the actors will do as an next on the blockchain. Yeah, we have an AdTech, fraud technology, rug pull technology, the credit scoring technology. And now, of course, if someone would ask, okay, so what's the impact? We say it's very simple. In our fraud detection, we have 98% prediction accuracy, 98% real time on chain before it happens, not after it happens. So now the rug pull detection is plus minus. Okay, it's kind of vibrating as well, but it shows what kind of prediction accuracies you can get on the blockchain. Okay, I'm getting on sidetracked with this intro. Tarmo, maybe you add a little.
Yes, we can predict intentions. We can predict the intention of an address to be fraudulent. We can predict intentions of users. We can predict intentions of contracts to make a rug pull. We can predict future, and with very high accuracy. And this is ChainAware. We predict based on transaction history future what will happen.
So awareness, so AI, artificial intelligence, real artificial intelligence on blockchain with blockchain data. We predict what is coming in the future. Now, and today's topic, okay, our 16th AI and the Web3 X space. This is on. It's about the AdTech. It's about from one side. Oh, sorry, I think I got on the mute. Some cable went over my mobile. Okay, I don't know how much. Okay, I'm just repeating. Okay, the topic today, do you still believe in a Web3 KOL marketing? And what about the Web3 AdTech? So, why do we need marketing? Okay, so it's not just marketing. This is no self-goal. It's all about user acquisition. We need to acquire users. So that's it. We have to get users to the platform. The business development, but business development needs marketing. So on the end, if you speak of marketing, das nicht ein self. It's not a purpose in its own. That's nicht ein Selbstzweck, but it's a mean for the user acquisition. On the end, we need users, we need a paying users. So let's keep this always in mind. It's not just that you're doing marketing to get some hype. No, on the end, we need users. Okay. Now let's start with then call-based marketing. Okay, Tarma, would you like to speak a little bit call-based marketing, then I jump in. Tarmo? Okay, I see that Tarmo sent approve message. Now the request to speak message. Tarmo, can you hear me? Hello? Hello, hello? Okay. Tarmo, do you hear me? Okay, I will send the invite to speak to. Looks like there's a little internet issue by Tarmo. Interesting. Connected us, and now he connected us back. Now, Tarmo, I think you have to send one more request message. Okay, requested. Approve. Can you hear me, Tarmo? Okay, you have to speak if you hear me. You're on mute, Tarmo. You have to unmute yourself. Okay, unmute everyone. Tarmo, in case you want to speak, you have to unmute yourself. Okay. Now, we cannot hear Tarmo, so let me continue. So, okay, practically, what is call-based marketing?
Hello, Martin. Can you hear me again?
Yeah, something happened, so I don't know what happened. It's interesting, so the Twitter unconnected us. So, okay, let me continue on what is call-based marketing. Okay, practically we speak of the influencers. Okay, Tarmo, if you are typing, then go on mute text. Tarmo, back. So, okay, someone is typing. Someone is typing, I can hear it. No.
Martin, can you... You're muted, maybe, Martin.
No, I'm not muted. I hear. I'm not muted. I see that I'm speaking. Can you hear me? Tarmo, can you hear me? Can I just click mute, unmute, Tarmo? Mute, unmute. Hello? I see Tarmo is reconnecting. Okay, sorry for these technical things. I think Tarmo is traveling at the moment, so maybe it's an internet connection issue. Let's wait till Tarmo is coming back. So, okay, Tarmo will then send a new request, and sorry for this technicalities. Okay, then okay, he sent a request, approve request. So let's hope that it will work now. So. So please don't touch the mobile. So if it works, so we don't touch anything. Okay, so what is call-based marketing? So we have influencers. We get the influencers, we pay the influencers. And then the influencers are then pasting the messages about your platform into the, like a storyline. And of course, if it's an influencing and if it's an accident, there is an impact. Of course, call marketing has an impact. And if you look on the Web3, the call marketing is quite so popular. Okay. But okay, I don't know, want to be the messenger of the bad messages, but there's a lot of statistics available about the calls. And okay, if you don't believe me, freedom of opinion and freedom of speech, but you can always go on the AlphaScan. And it tracks 650 influencers on the Web3 space, 650. And for example, okay, if you have unpaid version, so you have a 10-day delay, but so be it. And now these 650 influencers, you can sort them. You can sort them very easily based on the positive return or on the return that they have created. And now I just did it now before the X-Base today. So that's 650 influencers on a Web3. I sorted them on 30 days positive return on the token. I did this. Now 30 of them, or 29 of them to be exact, had positive returns in last 30 days. I think again, So because we know call-based marketing is very much used, especially for the token marketing, so the token pump marketing. So, but let's think again from the 650 influencers which are tracked by the AlphaScan. So in public version, okay, it's 10 days delayed, but it's good enough. 30 of them had positive results in 30 days. Now, of course, we can say that the markets are moving down and markets are moving up. But let me tell you that I'm looking at AlphaScan every week, and this number is fluctuating between 30 and 60. So what we are speaking here is that so max 10% of them are producing for you the positive returns. So, but the projects are paying money, are paying quite some money. So, but somehow it's a standard now in Web3 that everyone is doing call marketing. Everyone is doing call marketing. There is even the launch pads, the call special packages for the calls that calls are speaking about you and all this yada yada yada. But now let's think on the AlphaScan. Okay, this is one thing that we have to be aware. Now, the second thing is call, it's a not sustainable model. It's a hype marketing. So we are creating hype, but you see for the hype is like a drug. For hype to become stronger, you need more of hype. And then you need again more of hype. And then you need even more hype. It's a drug, it's an addiction now. So that means if you start, you have to do it more and more and more. But one day you stop. Now, and one day you stop, it's like a herd movement. Now the calls have their own like a followers. And these herds, they're going somewhere else. They were one day following you, and next day they will follow someone else. So practically, it's like an addiction. You have to pay more and more and more to get like more and more results. But we know as well that the positive returns they're not always there. Now, these are the hard facts of call-based marketing. I know the Web3 is very much penetrated by call-based marketing. I know it very much. And that's why I'm speaking about this. Why? Maybe there are more effective ways for the Web3 AdTech instead of call-based marketing. And okay, that's the topic today. Now I see we are doing very long already, the intro. I see Tarmo has sent a new request message to speak. I will approve the message now. Okay, Tarmo, if you hear me, then you have to say that you hear me. I see that Tarmo is a listener. Okay, let me try to give him some permissions. Now, Tarmo, I can hear you. I can hear
you. Yes, I'm.
Now, don't touch your mobile phone, please. Just leave it as it is. Don't touch it. Okay, now, what are your comments on the call-based marketing, Tarmo?
It is a kind of escape from reality for me, Martin. It's like fishbowl thinking. It's the last hope. People think that if they can't use real ad tech, then let's use this virtual call marketing. It's like the last hope for all Web3. I would characterize it this way, and this is why call marketing is now has all this huge market share in Web3 marketing. That people don't see other alternatives, and then they go, oh, let's do call marketing, and they don't know that alternatives exist. This is how I would characterize it.
Oh, okay, and what are the alternatives? Okay, let's think the typical Web3 marketing that we have. Okay, and we are coming to what the Web2 marketing is just in a sec. We are coming to this, but let's look on a Web3 marketing typical. Okay, calls, we have to pay a lot, and then it's not just that you have to pay a lot. You don't need a one call, you don't need 5 calls, you need already a certain amount, 50, 20 calls, and each of these 50, 20 calls had to make like 3, 4, 5 messages at least. If you're coming with too little budget there's no impact. So practically every month you have to pay your 30 calls, 20 calls, doing then 4 messages, you have to pay 80 messages, and you can multiply this with one little number, not very little number, and you get your monthly expense of the calls. And so that's the calls. Then of course media buying, CoinDesk, Bitcoin.com, all the crypto media, but they know the situation very well. They know that projects need clients, the project need conversion. The prices are ridiculous, especially for the startups. Now, that's next, the banners. So Web3 marketing with the banners. You go to EtherScan, you see the banners. You see the CoinGecko, you go back, you see the banners. You go to CMC/CoinMarketCap, you see the banners. Banners everywhere, but the banners prices, guys, the banners prices are like $8 CPM. It means $8 per 1,000 impressions, which are kind of, the English word ridiculous, very high prices. Then there's as well like guerrilla marketing. Some agencies are selling guerrilla marketing, whatever it means. It's always a nice term to sell, like we do guerrilla marketing. And so it's a guerrilla, and some projects are paying for this in the hope that they're getting results. Maybe there are some results, but we say if you hear guerrilla marketing, then you better run, not do guerrilla marketing, but away. So anyhow, but these are the key methods that the Web3 projects are using. Of course, there's a website, there is someone doing SEO on top of it too. But these are like the hype creation, then via calls, via media buying, via the banners. Yeah, and that's this method now. Like we said before, it's not sustainable because you do it 1 month, 2 months, and one day you had to break, one day you had to stop. What happens then? But now we're getting the key point. The key point is it's not sustainability. The key point is something else. This is all mass marketing. This is marketing in a sense of one-to-many communication. It's non-personalized marketing. It's sending the same message for everyone. This is not a KOL who is posting there on his influencers. He has 50,000 influencers. Maybe some has more, maybe some has less. Everyone is getting the same message of his influencers. And other KOLs, they're doing again the same. Everyone is getting the same retweet or comment or little illustration or little video. Everyone the same. Now, if it's a media buying, let's say CoinDesk, Bitcoin.com, other medias, crypto medias, hundreds of them. No, it's the same. Everyone is getting the same message. Everyone gets the same message, but people are different. I mean, when you went to school, you had your classmates. Now, everyone is different. So now, but let's take the next one, banners. Like the banners in CoinGecko, banners in an EtherScan, banners in a BSC scan. You see, guys, you're using a lot of EtherScan and BSC scan. Now, the banners, it's a mass marketing. It's one guy posts a message, everyone is getting it. It's one-to-many, non-personalized communication. A personalized would be one-to-one. So we're speaking personalized as one-to-one, and the one-to-many is just mass marketing. So if you're speaking KOL, now back to the topic, if you're speaking KOL marketing is non-personalized marketing. It's a mass marketing. And all traditional Web3 marketing is mass marketing. And now, because the KOLs, the prices and the KOLs are especially ridiculous now compared to the media buying or the banners. We say the banner prices are ridiculous, but the KOL prices are even more higher. So, but the impact thing, we are doing mass marketing, and we pay a lot of this. Now we started the discussion on the topic. That's the goal of the marketing. The goal of the market is to convert the users. We want to convert the users. We need a user conversion. And so the Web3 projects, with these methods that they're using today, are paying tons of money, too much money. We think non-sustainable amounts of money to get the users, or maybe to get the tokens and a little bit upgraded on some exchanges. Okay, so that's the Web3 status quo. But now, before we look on the alternatives for the Web3, then let's say it this way, Tarmo, like Web2. Do you want to speak a little bit how it works in a Web2 marketing? Tarmo, are you there? I see Tarmo is a listener. Then, Tarmo, you have to send me the request to speak, or you speaking alone. Okay, no biggie. I'll speak alone now. So that let's speak Web2 marketing. Now, in a Web2 marketing that we have, okay, full focus customer acquisition. Now, you go to business school, you're learning marketing, and everyone thinks he's a marketing guru, and yada yada yada. But let's go now a little bit towards the personalization and personalized marketing. It's not personalization in the sense of that I personalize my website. My website is green or blue or yellow, or so it's not personalization. This sense, it's personalized messages. Oh, Tarmo, by the way, I just again sent you, approved your request to speak. You're mute, Tarmo.
Yes, I can speak again. Yes.
Do you want to speak about Web2 marketing a little bit until something happens?
Yes, till Twitter crashes again. Web2 marketing is old. And also Web2 actually was created by Web2 marketing. When we talk about Web2, we think these are these nice UIs and all web UIs, but actual Web2 got widespread leverage first after AdTech, Web2 AdTech, Web2 marketing was emerging. And this maybe key by Web2 marketing. It was not that Web2 marketing existed before it emerged, and Web2 marketing, Web2 AdTech, this was what made Web2 what we know it is today. It was advertising technology of Google, advertising technology from Facebook, which created real Web2. Or Martin,
okay, we are going
opinion?
now. We are making too big, like a theoretical jump. Let's stay on the ground now. Web2 marketing. Now, that's in Web2 marketing. That's very important. It's a microsegmentation. And that what is a microsegmentation? Like when I'm sending messages to my users, I'm setting the specific sequence. So, and the sequences are very, very specifically calculated. Like the guys who wearing Nike shoes and a lot of technology companies. A sequence. So we're speaking like zillions of different sequences, and people are assigned to this sequence, and then based on this sequence, we're speaking of the RTB technology. RTB is real-time bidding. Now, probably it's really funny, you know, people are going to business schools, they're learning marketing, but they're not learning about real-time bidding. Now, real-time bidding market in Europe alone annually is 30 billion euro. 30 billion euro. And that's this market. It's a data market where the ad technology is running. So it's an ad technology. That's where customers, where it's decided which customer is getting now which ads. It's where the real-time bidding market. You probably never heard about it. Okay, now, but how is then this microsegmentation done in a Web2? Okay, because we have blockchain in a Web3, but in a Web2 we have no other data sources. In Web2 we don't have. We don't have so beautiful transaction history as we have in a Web3. So in Web2 is a browsing history. Okay, Google is using a lot of browsing history. Just if you're using CAPTCHAs, if you look at terms and conditions, CAPTCHAs are from Google, and by clicking the CAPTCHAs, the browsing history goes nicely to Google. Okay. Now search history, Google. Then Twitter, Facebook, it's a social media likes, social media follows, which posts you are reading, how long you're reading, which videos you're watching. Okay, on Twitter, how long you're watching them. And this is all these data points that you are leaving. Now, beside this, you have as well as zillions of trackers, you know, all the cookies, all these tracking systems, and all these trackers somewhere then they're connected, and their identity about every one of us. There's identity, some virtual identity somewhere with a microsegmentation, and with microsegmentation then with all the intention calculations, with hundreds, which slash thousands attributes about each of us. And most important, all intentions. The next one. Let's say, all next actions. Intention, buyer action. So what is me as a buyer next action? I bought BMW next week, last week, probably I will not buy it next week. So what are my next actions? Intentions. So, and Web2 marketing is a very database marketing, very data calculation, very data analytics-based marketing. Most important. Okay, it's not just attribution, that who did what, who visited which websites, who has which interest. What's the interest? Okay, the interest, yes. What are the intentions? What are the next actions? That's a Web2 marketing. So, microsegmentation. And with this microsegmentation, okay, the RTB market, the real-time bidding. So where it's then decided which then demand side is then placing which ad. So whoever is paying more will get in the ad space. So, okay, we're not going to RTB. We'll do this RTB discussion in some other case. But you see, in a Web2 marketing, it's not anymore mass marketing. It's not mass marketing, but it's more personalized marketing because of this microsegmentation. So you're going to the not fully one-to-one personalized, but we're getting rather personalized marketing. So Web2 marketing. Now, the question is, of course, now, what's the impact? So what's the impact of this Web2 marketing? Okay, let's think we stay in the Web3. And let's think we started today's call. Okay, sorry for these technical hiccups in today's call with the question, why do we need marketing? And we need marketing to get users. Marketing is a tool for the user acquisition. Now, marketing needs AdTech. AdTech is a tool for user acquisition. And if you're looking on Web3 AdTech impact, we see that the Web3 unicorns, they are very optimized. Thanks to this huge data crunching, all these huge, strong AdTech technologies in the background, we're taking Web2 platforms, we're speaking user acquisition cost 30 to 40 USD per users. And our dear founders in a Web3, each of them, they can just only dream about this data. 30 to 40 USD per user, non-feasible in a Web3. Let me tell you why it's not feasible. Because Web3 marketing, their definition, how it's done today, is it now with the KOLs? Is it with the media buying? Is it the banners? Or is it so-called guerrilla marketing? No one knows what it means. It is mass marketing. Now, Web2 is a personalized marketing. And here we see, now, Web2 is using very much personalized marketing, and they cut the acquisition, the AdTech. With this AdTech, they got the acquisition cost down. And that's why the Web2 is blooming. So, with the user acquisitions, the costs are down. Now, if you have your business process and your user acquisition, always treat them separately. One is your cost of business process, other is cost of user acquisition. You need both. You need both processes, and you need to bring your user acquisition cost down. And that's the challenge for most of the Web3 users, Web3 founders. Now, Web3 founders are creating all these beautiful innovations, beautiful technologies. Thank you, guys. It's beautiful. But you have to bring your user acquisition cost down too. Because if this doesn't happen, who will use these beautiful innovations? No one. No one. And the projects are running out of cash. There's no cash flow, and there's a logical end of the project. So let's say it this way. So that means you have to get the user acquisition cost down. And we see in a Web2, thanks to this very huge data processing, the user acquisition costs are down. They are like very reduced. And now is the question, what should happen? Okay, Tarmo, I see you again, listener. I don't know. Twitter is probably always doing something. Okay, I just continue. I make like a monologue, like a podcast of my of my thoughts. So let me check. Did you send me the request to speak? No. Okay. Sorry guys for these technical issues. So yeah. Okay. But I was speaking of the impact. So Web3 marketing impact. Now Web3 marketing impact. Web2 marketing impact. We're speaking 30 to 40 USD per user. 30 to 40 USD per user. Now Web2 is down. The user acquisition cost, Web3 user acquisition costs are very high. Yes, I remember what we said. We said because the Web3 marketing is a mass marketing and Web2 is personalized. Okay. Now, it's obvious we have to use a personalization, but before we are going to personalization, now if someone is then asking this question, can we use Web3 in Web3 the Web2 marketing? Now, would it work? Well, now the issue is here the following. Let's say all these big players, Google, Facebook, so and as well all the publisher platforms, they ain't like crypto ads. So you don't see crypto ads in the non-crypto media. You see crypto ads only in the crypto media. So crypto media is like a closed circle. It's a closed circle, a closed set of suppliers, and it's normal that if you are going with regular ads, you see this in all different medias. But I think the number of publishers who accept crypto ads at all is very limited now. So that means the amount of publishers is limited. Plus, you need an ads account. Now, if you are a Web3 player, if you want to get an ads account from Google, of course you can make some little steps there, but Google is probably telling you to show you license. No, but there's no licensing for Web3. There's only licensing if you're a central finance company. If you're like some big boy at exchange, finance exchange, OKEX exchange, and so on, then you have licenses. Now, Web3, decentral finance, and so on. There are no licenses. So therefore, you will not get an ads account. So from Google. Now in Twitter, it's a little bit easier. In Twitter, if you're not doing, but it's not allowed. For example, if you're doing advertisements for AI and a Web3, you will get an ads account. And in ChainAware, we have an ads account. We're using it, and it's very effective. It's beautiful, and we're doing a lot of calculations as well for this. So it's beautiful. Now, particularly, the question was, can we use this system that exists on the Web2 and the Web3? And the answer is no, we cannot. Okay, because of the publishers' limitations. The publishers, 99% of publishers don't allow the crypto advertisement on the platform. And there is only this crypto segment, crypto media, which allows it. And the second is you need an ads account, ad account. And we are just not getting that. Okay, except in Twitter, you can get them if you are not like a financial service provider, meaning a DeFi company. So that means even if you want, you're pretty limited. In your options. So that means we have to go back to the Web3 and look. We have to solve these issues, Web3 issues in Web3. And in Web3, what's the beauty is we have a blockchain history. Now, we spoke before about the microsegmentation, the intention calculations. No, it's beautiful now, but the question is, can we do the same now in the Web3? Yes, we can. We can it fully with the blockchain history. And okay, when we started today's X-Space, which is now my monologue. Sorry guys for this. When we started this, we told you that in ChainAware, we are doing a lot of calculations based on the blockchain data. And people are always surprised when I'm saying we can predict what is happening in the future. Now, how is it possible? How is it possible? Let me explain it. You're creating the models and you're training the models with your data. You're training your models with the negative data. You're training your models with the positive data. And then it's a very iterative process. So you get the initial model running and then very iteratively you continue optimizing. Like the software developers work iteratively, develop software and I don't know how you call it, AI engineers are working iteratively then to develop models. So, but most interesting, like we can predict the fraud 98% before it happens, because there are some patterns in addresses which are saying the other addresses with the same patterns committed fraud in the future. Meaning this address here, which has not yet committed fraud, probably they will commit fraud too. Or we are using this for the predicting the rug pulls. Now, predicting rug pulls, we are looking on the contract creators, we're looking on the liquidity providers. And if they are like using patterns which the other fraudulent guys used, we're saying, hey, the patterns are the same. So he behaved so in the past, probably he will do the same things in the future like the others did in the future. So, and the more data we have, the easier it is to calculate, because it's a question of the data. It's a question of the pattern matching in the data. And the AI is perfect, the predictive AI is perfect for this pattern matching, and that's what we're using. Now, just some fraud calculation as an example, 98% accuracy. So a rug pull detection, predict the rug pulls before they happen, not after they happen. And the same intentions, user intentions. Like what will the user do us next? Is a user NFT? So what we're calculating, for example, we're calling it like a high, medium, low. Is a user like a high NFT, low NFT? Is a user high, like a gamer, low gamer, medium gamer? Is he a high, medium, low borrower? Meaning his intentions, what is his behavior? What is his next behavior? So, and all this data we can calculate in our Web3 based on the user's blockchain history. So now in a Web2, this is done based on a browsing history, based on zillions of trackers, based on search history. Then in a Twitter, we are using Facebook, social media likes, all other things. That's how it's done on the Web2. Now, but in a Web3, then it's done Web3. We can do it fully via the blockchain history. So, okay, and then let's get now to the AdTech. Okay, I will speak for 5 or 10 minutes and then I will finish my monologue. Now, sorry for the technical issues today. What is a Web3 AdTech? Now, it's the same as we have in a Web2. From one side, we need to predict user behavior. We have to do this microsegmentation. And from other side, we have to place messages for the users. So from one side, we calculate who is this user, what is his behavior, and this is more or less statical. Okay, sorry for the word static. It's not so. A user's personality is not changing so fast. So his intentions, they are rather stable. They are changing with the time. The user is learning, getting new experiences, yes. But they are evolving in a time, but they are rather constantly evolving. Now, and then on other side, we are connecting now this calculated intentions with the messaging for these users. So there are always two parts. We have the part where we're calculating the user intentions, and then we are part when we are targeting the user with the proper messages. It's the same in a Web2, and now we're in the Web3. Now, we say the Web2 AdTech, we cannot use it in a Web3 because of all the limitations that we have, but there is now the Web3 AdTech available. We're calculating user intentions. This next problem actions based on the blockchain history, and then targeting users based on the next probably actions. So maybe it's in case of too abstract. Let me make an example. If you are a borrow-lend website and you get someone who is like an NFT profile on your website, what do you tell him? Or if you're a borrow-lend website and you get someone who is a gamer on your website, which messages do you want to tell him? Or if you're a borrow-lend website and you get someone who is a leveraged staker on your website, which messages do you tell them? You see, there are three different profiles there. What did I say? The NFT lab and NFT gamer and the leveraged staker. Now, and these are like this microsegments, like his behavior, his persona. And for all these three personas, they give a fully different messages. Now, if he's NFT on the borrowing platform, we give him fully different messages. Like if he's a gamer, we give him fully different messages. If he's leverage staker, of course, then it's easy. He's used to the borrow lend and looping. Then it's easy. So yeah, but that's the idea now. Like that we are not targeting the users, so that every user on your website, on the media is getting the same message. No, the users are getting personalized message based on their personas, based on the calculated the next steps. And this is ad technology. This is a Web3 ad technology. It's the same as in a Web2. There's two parts. The first one is you calculate the intentions, what the user will do as a next, what are the buyer intentions. And the second, you decide to which intention do I show which messages. Okay, and in a Web2 we have the RTB, like a real-time bidding market too. But let's leave it aside at the moment. So let's simplify the situation. So the two sides, calculating the next steps and then placing messages based on the calculated steps. Now, today's topic is a call marketing, call-based marketing versus then Web3 AdTech. If you're doing call-based marketing, in a call-based marketing, we are doing mass messaging. We're just producing the hype, but it's a mass messages, one to many. Always the same message, but the users are different. Now, what we are saying, instead of call-based mass marketing or the other Web3 marketing systems, use personalized messages. Get to the same level as a Web2 AdTech. Get to the same level. And why is it possible? Because of the blockchain. From one side, calculate the intentions, and from other side, target, connect, and targeting. So, you have users, give to the users right messages. Don't give a general message to the user, like saying that there's a general everyone converting message. No, it doesn't exist. You have to create personalized messages because the users are specific. Okay, now I'm speaking very long. Okay, then yeah, okay, and that's a Web3 AdTech. That's Web3 AdTech, as we can call it, and because the key is very simple. So the key is like, do we do mass marketing? Do we do hype mass marketing? Or do we do user conversion? Now, if you want to become sustainable, you cannot do just the mass marketing for hype mass marketing. The hype starts, and by definition, hype ends. That's when you stop paying calls. That's when the hype ends. So, because the calls are then paid for someone else, and all this crowd is going to some new next topic, next narrative, so or next project. Okay, that's how the call works. That's a business case for the calls. But for you as a project, now, what will you as a project do? You as a project, you need to convert the users, and you need to convert them every month continuously. When you're getting users to your website, you have to convert them, or you have to reach them with other means. But these means are quite limited. Okay, direct messaging in Twitter or the XMTP / push protocol messaging is very limited. Or you target them on your website. And now that we have in a ChainAware, let's make a little jump to the ChainAware tool. We have the targeting system on the website, so that on the website we can target the users based on their intentions. So meaning the users who are coming to your website, we are calculating their intentions, and you can create personas based on user intentions. So you calculate, you start maybe with 5 personas, you get more experience. You have 10 personas, you get even more experience. You have 20 personas, and you just define which messages to I'm showing to the different personas. So simple it is. So no more mass marketing anymore, but personalized messages. And then the wonders will happen. Because the conversion starts to change. It's not anymore that one magic message is then converting every possible user. Like one magic message is converting an NFT dealer, gamer, and leverage taker if you borrow platform. No, then everyone is getting his own magic message. So, and that's how you start to convert the users. That's how you will bring your user acquisition cost down. Because all the idea of the marketing, all the idea of the ad tech is to bring down your user acquisition cost. So if you don't bring down the user acquisition cost, your business will not become sustainable. Your innovation can be as creative, as innovative as possible. But if your user acquisition costs are too high and you rely only on the Web3 like a hype mass marketing, it ain't sustainable. It's not sustainable. So you need to convert the users. Of course, there are other ways, let's say maybe gamification and these things. Yes. So maybe as a gamification, and then but we are calling one-to-one targeting, personalized messages, one-to-one targeting on the website. So we are the gamification that will bring the users then just to visit the website, and then you start one-to-one targeting on the users, like with personalized messages, which are then calculated based on then intentions. Okay, and why? Because it brings your conversion ratio up, and it brings your client acquisition cost down. So that's the idea. Now let me think of what else. What else would I say? Let me just check very fast how far we are. Okay, I'm speaking now all the time. Then okay, then I don't want to stretch now today's meeting too much. Then let's make today less than 60 minutes. Now let me just summarize, because on the end it's all about the unit costs. And it's not just the unit cost of your business process, it's the unit cost of your customer acquisition. Now, the Web3 marketing is very much mass marketing. So all these different the tools there, like including the call marketing, we are going into the mass marketing, but the mass marketing results in a low conversion, meaning your marketing costs, meaning your user acquisition cost will be huge. Now, how do you get out of this dilemma? You have to go to personalized messaging. You have to go personalized AdTech, the same that happened in a Web2. And this was Web2 crossing the chasm. Like Web2 had exactly the same situation. There were all these technology innovators who created all these beautiful new platforms, but how do you get the right people to the right platforms? So we have 2 steps. Get the right people to the right platform, and then on the platform, convert them. So, and this was the moment when Web2 solved it. This was the moment then when Web2 crossed the chasm. Now, for Web3 crossed the chasm, the same has to happen. The right people have to get the right websites, and on these websites, they have to be converted. And that's the magic. And that's why it's the Web3 AdTech. That's why we need it. Okay, guys, this was now a pretty long monologue. Usually I speak together with Tarmo, but Tarmo has there was a technical little issues. He's traveling. So let's do it short, and I will finish here. So thank you for listening, and if you like it, please share, please comment. So, and in 2 weeks again, then hopefully without any technical issues, again. So thank you and bye.